You all are our detectives in what's going to happen here in the Tombstone Tavern tonight, so y'all need to pay attention and listen carefully. My name is Pearl Bannister. I've met most of you tonight, and I am the owner of this here establishment, the Tombstone Tavern. I also happen to own the largest cattle ranch in these here parts. Are you talking to me, ma'am? Sorry, man. Stop it, because I had you shot and hung. So, I'm kind of a mean woman. You'll find that out soon enough. Alright, I did not do it. I am not guilty. I just might be mean and ruthless, but I'm not guilty. That's right. We are fine. So now beyond owning this tavern and the largest cattle ranch in these here parts, I am about to acquire the richest gold mine happening. It's called the Lazy Q. So, get ready for that, folks. This is going to be a good evening. I want you all to have a good time. I want you all to ask questions when appropriate. I want you to stand up and participate when appropriate. Have a good time. That's the most important thing. So, with that said, we're going to get this show started. So, I am the wealthiest woman in these here parts. I own everything, and I worked my way up to get it. That is how the West is won, and I win every time.
I need to talk to you right now, Mrs.
What?
Bannister.
What is it? Come on over here. Just stop barking at me. What
I've been your bartender for 5 long years.
Long years?
Yeah, and you promised me an increase in pay for the past year.
Oh, you stop barking orders at me, or I'm going to have you run out of town on a rail. You are nothing but the common help. Now look at all of these people. They need their drink orders taken. They look parched. Now get to work.
I won't forget this if that's what you're thinking.
Well, I have already forgotten it.
Pearl Bannister!
Oh, God.
You're as low as a sun winder in a creek bed in the desert.
Oh, that's exactly what my dear departed Henry said to us on our wedding night.
Don't you change the subject.
Yeah.
You know and I know that you had my husband James killed because it wouldn't sell you the Lazy Q gold mine.
Oh, dear Lord, this is Dixie. Dixie has the most wild imagination of anybody in these here parts. And Dixie, darling, if you had any proof, well, I'd already be hanging from the tallest tree in town.
I have plenty of witnesses.
Oh, you...
Some of these town folks here can back me up, can't you now? Come on now, you speak up and tell her what you know.
I saw it. James gunned down. It was horrible.
Eyewitness. All right, who's next?
I overheard Pearl talking to Black Bart about getting rid of James Fitzgerald.
Well, of course I was talking to Black Bart about getting rid of James, but getting rid of him out of this tombstone, he was acting up. Fierceness.
All right, you tell her she got an answer to everything.
I work at the Lazy Q, and I saw Pearl out talking to James the very day he was gunned down.
I knew it.
Well, of course I was talking to him. You know I was trying to buy it.
All right, who's next? We got one.
Anybody else got something to say?
It's my dead body before I never sell the Lazy Q.
Over your dead body? We can make that happen. Bart, get on in here. We got some people to take care of. Now, bottom line is here, folks. If I were you, I would forget everything that I saw, if you know what I mean. Bart,
Forget what?
everything you saw, because I can have Bart take care of you.
Right? Intimidate them or buy them off.
Oh, hell no. We're just going to intimidate them.
Yeah, wait. Death Valley Jenkins was loyal to James, and he's a witness too.
Death Valley!
Yeah, there you go.
You ain't with some Dixie. I saw the whole thing with these very set of eyes. I did. It was a Tuesday. Maybe a Wednesday. Could have been March. Or maybe it's next Friday. But I remember the sun was high in the sky. You can tell sheer Spitfire what time it is in Death Valley by looking up at the sun in the sky.
So
sun's always up in the sky in Death Valley.
This is your star witness? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be found not guilty in 2 seconds. Oh dear Lord, I've got more important things to do.
Don't you walk away from me. I'm not finished with you yet.
Well, that's what Custer said to Crazy Horse back in '76. Really enjoyed to make that joke.
You been at the bottle again, eh, Valley?
Nothing but a common drunk.
I will have you know, Missy, I am an uncommon drunk. No one drinks like I do. You can ask anyone from here, Cheyenne, crow flies, they will tell you the same thing. You know, I've never seen a crow in Death Valley. I've been there, you know.
Yes, you know. Everyone from here to Mexico knows that. Am I right? Am I right? Can I get a witness? Do we know that? Is anyone alive in here?
I told you. I'm famous.
That one's been out in the sun too long.
I caught him talking to cactuses out on the range one day last month.
Whatever did that coot say to them?
I think he was calling a square dance.
What are you doing at the Tombstone Tavern, Bob?
Pearl asked me to round up a group of desperados in case we need them to get rid of the sheriff. Might use them to take over the Lazy Q. I don't know, but some of the women folk in this here saloon look more dangerous than the man.
They sure do, especially that one.
All right, I need some desperados to ride with me. Who's got something to say? Who's gonna back me up? All right, over there. What?
Why not? I'm desperate and you're cute. I'll join.
Hey now! Keep my eyes on you. Hold the fish. I was worried about her, now I gotta worry about you. I'm watching you.
All right, now who else is gonna ride with me? All right, we got one right here.
But I've always wanted to be a part of Black Bart's gang. I'll join up.
All right, that looks good. Anyone else got something to say? Right here.
I'm wanted in 4 counties. Thought I'd hide out here in Tumbleweed. Here to tell the sheriff's not too bright.
He ain't. 4 counties, that's pretty good. I'm wanted in 5 counties. Anyone else gonna back me up?
And actually 6 counties if you count my bedroom. Yeah, get it.
Here's my cousin. I know you're gonna ride with me. What do you got to say?
I'll ride with him on
Nah, I don't think so. I guess not. All right. Help me decide which ones to recruit.
Well, this one, of course. I like him.
Your blood only goes so far.
Let's see. Oh, one of these. Oh, that's for you.
How about her over there?
Oh, she doesn't get nothing. I don't like her. This looks like a lovely lady. And I need one of a nice gentleman on this side. Caught my eye.
Let me catch you something else. That's me, all right.
Well, I do believe we have found the nastiest of the bunch. The 4 of you have been selected to ride off into the sunset with Big Bad Black Buck.
Hey, the sun never sets in Death Valley.
I've been wondering something, Josephine. Why are you so eager to see the sheriff come to harm? You two used to be a couple for years.
What can I say? I like the bad guy and not the hero type. What about you? You're his brother.
Half brother. Pa used to say that William was more like him than I was. Pa was a U.S. Marshal. I decided not to go in the family business. He didn't want nothing to do with my ma. I didn't want nothing to do with his name. Besides, Black Bart Jackson sounds much better anyway.
I was sure William as soon as I saw you. Besides, he's sweet on that new school mom.
Jealous?
You don't buy a colt when you can have a stallion.
Isn't this a fine kettle of fish?
Why don't you draw your shooting iron, Sheriff?
You first, Bartholomew.
You call me that again, Benny, and you'll be pushing up daisies.
I don't want to gun this out with you yet, Bart. Not yet. Anyway.
You always were smart, Billy boy. Okay, we'll go for now. This is not the end of it, though. Next stop, Boot Hill. I got a reservation for two, you and Mr. Winchester.
I'm watching you.
Wow. You see, that's the trouble with being handy with the gun in the West. Everyone wants to prove that they're a quicker draw than me. Well, you know, ever since I gunned down one of the Earps, everyone wants to measure themselves up against me.
You gunned down an Earp.
Yes, sir, I did. But now, my own brother being second in command to that ruthless Pearl Bannister. Oh, I've done all the law will allow me to do to stop those Bannisters from climbing up that financial staircase. With missing witnesses and no evidence? Oh, I know. I'm going to have to raise me up a posse. So I need 4 people. Who here will ride with me?
Who'll ride me?
Oh, not me. I want to disappear.
You killed my brother.
Yes, I want to disappear.
I disappear when I'm on You settle.
You get a Pearl Bannister? I'll help that broad economy out of the Tombstone Tavern.
And a haircut, too. You settle.
I'll ride with you, Sheriff. Do I get a badge?
You sure do.
At your service.
You settle.
She took my house, my farm, and my dignity. I'll ride with you.
And she took the rest of your hair, too. It seems like slim pickings, but I'll take what I can get.
Me too.
Are you looking for me, Miss Stewart?
I was actually hoping to talk to Pearl Bannister, but she's a very powerful woman, and I thought it would be nice to have you there when I did.
I'll be glad to help Miss Stewart, but I haven't seen her today. She might be out at her cattle ranch.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll come back later then.
Miss Stewart, how do you like being schoolmarm here in Tumbleweed?
Oh, I like it fine. I have 18 students.
Oh, she touched me.
The ones are doing really well with their reading and writing. Well, just the other day, this young lady, she made a team. The older ones are doing really well with their history and math. Can you tell me who's buried in George Washington's tomb? Come on, don't be shy. Okay. But other than George Turner over there, who likes to play hooky every now and again, go fishing. It's fine, there's no problem. Chef Britton, you might want to consider coming and talking to the class about what it means to be a peace officer in these parts. I think the students would really enjoy it.
Well, I'll be downright pleased to come speak to them youngsters. You just let me know when, and I'll be there.
That's fine.
Miss Stewart, the cactus flowers are in bloom this time of year. It's a beautiful buggy ride. I was wondering if you'd like to maybe go with me one Sunday afternoon.
Oh, my Sheriff, that is very flattering. I think that would be lovely, sir. Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear it.
Must be going, but I'll come back later to discuss that business.
May I escort you back to the schoolhouse?
What a pair of lovebirds.
Mill, you got no sense of romance.
And you do?
They don't call me Saloon Sally for nothing.
Nobody finds romance in a saloon.
Sure they do. It happens all the time. It may only happen for a short while. I see some men in here who know what I'm talking about.
Sir, romance is all well and good, but I have bigger fish to fry than that. I have dreams of running this saloon myself.
What makes you think you can run Tombstone?
I know everything that goes into running a saloon. I have a lot of ideas to make sure this place makes money every night.
Tell me, bright boy, what ideas do you have?
Well, for starters, I would make you my partner.
Oh, I always liked your ideas.
Think of it. You take care of the entertainment. I take care of the business end. There'd be a lot of silver in it for the both of us.
So, when does your plan get started?
Soon. Here comes the boss. Drinks, anybody?
I'm not paying you two to stand around yelling at each other.
Drinks?
No, no. Get back there and get to work. Now. Man, people. You know, I like cattle a whole lot more than I like people. If something goes wrong with the cattle, you just round them up and everything's fine. People, something goes wrong with people and you don't know what to do because you can't trust any of them. And looking around this room, I know there's at least a dozen or so people around here that would love to see me done in. I don't even know. Oh! 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 But it only has taken just
I just saw her fall on the floor, blood spurting.
Blood spurting everywhere? Oh, Mom! What about you, sir? You have something to say?
Nobody knows for sure.
Wait, we have some more people.
Can I get a drink here?
You may think you got good luck, but it was fast and I was kind of drunk.
This lady down there on the table's got something. No? What about you, ma'am? You saw something?
I think I need to go tell the sheriff something.
Oh, the sheriff! I think I saw him wandering behind those doors.
It won't do no good.
Sheriff, someone's looking for you!
Anyone else? Nobody knows for sure who did it, or they're too scared to say so.
That's the Tumbleweed way, all right.
Bart, give me a hand with Pearl. I don't want her stinking up the saloon. I know, I
Somebody dispose of that buzzer.
Oh, buzzards are Mother Nature's little helpers. I mean, they just swoop in and they pick the meat off them carcasses. Oh boy, they just pick them bones clean.
Dick Bailey, if you didn't have a nose for gold nuggets, I'd have sent you out to the desert long ago.
I once had a mule named Golden Nugget. Oh, she was with me for years. We never did find no golden nuggets, but I called her dad anyways. Oh, she was a tough little jackass, you betcha.
There's not much gold in Death Valley.
I never did find none. If I had, I'd still be in town having a ball every Saturday night. Welcome back.
There are no towns in Death Valley.
Well, that's because it's a desert, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Nobody wants to live in a desert.
No food in the desert.
No tequila.
I wonder where. I thought I heard that storm.
I don't know where she is. Miss Miley, she's always so uptight and wound up, you can't find nothing. You might hear her whispering things, but I tell you, it's in your head.
Yeah.
I hear lots of things in my head.
I know you do. Sure.
I see her at school, Mom, sometimes. She said to me, she said,
"Don't go to the bar."
Good time to talk to Mrs. Bannister.
You don't have a great sense of timing, do you, dear?
What do you mean?
Mrs. Bannister, well, I'd say she's not up to seeing people right about now.
Well, I'll just come back later then.
I hope you're not in a hurry.
I don't know what you mean.
Pearl Bannister's been shot. She's dead.
I can't believe it.
Well, when you dance with the devil, you best pay the fiddler, you're out of partner.
I don't know what he's saying.
No one ever does.
Do we know more about who shot Pearl?
No! Oh, I reckon, excuse me, it was a man or woman. I reckon they did it in the tavern. I reckon they used a pistol. Oh, I reckon I need a refill.
That clears everything right.
You're welcome.
I can't believe no one saw anything.
I know. We can ask all these townspeople to see if they saw anything.
Did you see anything?
Did you see
anything?
No.
No.
Did you see a cat?
Did you see
You
something?
miss me.
No.
I saw Death Valley putting his gun back into his pants after.
Hey, now, because we
after
see
the
it, brother, we should keep
I
to
saw
ourselves.
it. I saw that after the shooting. Your gun went back in your pants.
What do you know?
Did you see anything? All right. Did you hear anything?
Anybody? Well, we're hearing a lot of interesting details, but not who shot Pearl.
I know one sheriff had a gun.
Sheriff. So you want to break on the house?
I got 3 marriage proposals. We'll talk about Desert Rose.
It's like we don't know much more than before.
We know one thing, honey pie.
What?
Somebody in here is the murderer.
Molly, what's in your purse?
What?
Your business.
I'd like to see that. It looks like a pistol to me.
Yeah, let's hold on to it.
The sheriff will be here soon. Okay, nobody leave. Okay, any one of us could have done it. Okay, let's make sure the townsfolk get some grub while we wait. Okay, people. Settle up the buffet this way. We'll let you know when the sheriff gets here. You're gonna come through this door here, line up by the bar, start over there, make your way around and come right through this door back to your seat.
All time, see. Oh,
There you go.
I write this song for me mama. It's called I Work on El Nacho. I've been working on El Nacho all the livelong day. I've been working on El Nacho cause me mommy gave me away. You hear El Paco crying, oh so early in the morning. And you hear the sheriff crying, Dino blow that horn. Dino won't you blow, Dino won't you blow, Dino won't you blow your horn. Everybody, Dino won't you blow, Dino won't you blow, Dino won't you blow your horn. Someone's in the saloon with Sally. Someone's in the saloon, I know. Someone's in the saloon with Sally. Strumming on this old banjo and he sings seaside fiddly. You'll get 2 to 10.
All right, we are pretty glad that Pearl Bannister's been shot.
See?
I would imagine there are less people in Tumbleweed who didn't want her dead than did. Isn't that right? Yeah, go ahead. You just...
No, she's better off dead.
I agree.
She always gave me free drinks.
Oh,
I'm gonna miss her.
oh now.
I never paid.
I heard there was a shooting in here.
Not just any old shooting. Someone gunned down Pearl Bannister.
The hell you say? Oh,
See?
I'm sorry, Miss Stewart.
I'm sorry, Miss Stewart.
Miss Stewart, I heard there was a shooting in here.
Wally, where were you when the shot was fired?
I was at the schoolhouse. I didn't even hear the shot. It's just down the street. Why didn't you hear I was here earlier hoping to talk to Mrs. Bannister, but she wasn't around, so I decided to come back and talk with her.
Miss Stewart,
You did your talking with your pistol.
you're one to talk, Bartholomew. Oh, hey. You had your eyes on the Bannister Empire ever since you became second in command of Earl. Oh, actually, you didn't know about Miss Stewart's little secret, now did you? Do you want to tell him or should I?
Well, I came here because they needed a new school mom, that's why.
The truth is, she's the daughter of Pearl Bannister.
I need to change my answer. Really?
I was an orphan. I never knew who my parents were. They didn't want me, so they just left me at an orphanage. And I tracked down my father a couple years ago in Dodge City, but he'd been shot for cheating. It took me a little longer to track down Pearl Bannister.
So, your motive was revenge for her abandoning you.
I didn't want to kill Pearl. I just wanted to talk to her.
Like I said, you did your talking with your pistol.
But, again, you had your eyes on the Empire. Second in command, you never knew about her being her child.
Well, that is true, but I didn't do it. I lied to Pearl. She was mean and evil. I didn't want to see her dead.
Oh, please, you're the bad guy in town. You don't like anything as much as being bad.
Yeah, you got me there. But Josephine was with me the entire time.
She said I
I didn't do it.
I was with him. Except for that 5 minutes when he went to the stables. I'm allergic to horses.
Maybe you took advantage of that time to kill Pearl.
I wouldn't put it past her.
I'd like to put a slap past your face.
See, she's violent. That is plain to see.
So I want to smack Miss Sweetness around. Who doesn't? That doesn't mean I shoot Pearl. Why would I?
Because you wanted to rule the county with Bert. And you were afraid he wouldn't do it himself.
Or you didn't want to wait any longer for him to do it.
You don't have any proof. It's just wild accusations. Maybe Mrs. Fitzgerald did it.
Now, why would you want to accuse me?
I didn't want you to feel left out.
House rat, but he
Dixie, you had motive, revenge, and opportunity. Did you kill Pearl?
I was with Death Valley the whole time. He can tell you.
What about it, Death Valley?
Is there a relationship between you and Dixie?
Oh, well, she's a fine woman. She's salt of the earth, and I do enjoy working for her at the Lazy Q.
I think she has an itch.
I agree.
Scratch that. So what do you say to that?
I've come to peace. Pearl having my husband James killed. But if she got run over by a stagecoach, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
That sounds like a confession to me.
Oh, and plus, she was in a murderous rage of jealousy on account of my sweet petunia over there.
I still Wait, you can't arrest me. I'll bet it was Milton's salad.
How childish! You accuse us just because you got accused.
It's sad.
It's true. I overheard them talking. They were talking about how they wanted to be partners and run the Tombstone Tavern. Milton said his plan was going to start soon, and just about then Pearl walked in. She almost saw me.
What? What was your plan?
Well, I wouldn't really call it a plan. More like a hope.
A hope.
Hope? Yeah, I was hoping Pearl would sell the tavern to me.
Talk about fools go. Fool is right. I can't believe I partner with him.
Sally always hated Pearl. Talked about her like a dog. Then Pearl wasn't around.
You both had a motive. Where were you when the gunshot went off?
I was in the back doing inventory of the whiskey.
I was mending a hole in one of my show dresses.
I was Saint Evangel.
So no one can vouch for your whereabouts. Neither of you.
Well, we seem to have a lot of suspects. It's going to be difficult to figure out who gunned down Pearl.
What about you, Sheriff?
What do you mean?
You know what you said. I found out the secret of your gunslinger reputation when I was in Dodge City. What really happened to that brother?
You wouldn't!
You forced me to tell my secret. It's only fair that I do the same.
Remember, he said he shot down an Herb brother. Well, they were all famous because of Wyatt's. Only he didn't shoot down Wyatt. He got another brother, Joe Beard.
There weren't no Wyatt brother named Joe.
Okay. They didn't like to talk about him. Well, if they knew what I did, they would have gunned me down years ago. I hated Joe Earp so much. He thought he was so cool, but you know, he couldn't hit the ocean with a shotgun.
Hey, there ain't no oceans in the desert. Although, sometimes when you stand on top of a plateau and you look out over top of that wasteland and that sun comes down, that heat ripples on it, it sure do look like an ocean.
I hated Joe. He was always acting so tough. My name is Joe Earp. I could hit the needle up a cactus from 50 paces. But I got so angry, I drew on him.
Mustache glasses, all of it.
He didn't know what to do. He shot his own foot. He didn't even get the gun out of the holster. Well, the truth is, I shot badly, and the bullet hit the spittoon, ricocheted, and killed Joe. After that, everybody thought I was a trick shot artist. I got offers to be sheriff in every single cow town.
Wait! There's towns run by cows?
You're a bad man, senor.
Wait a second. How many times I tangled with you all these years?
None, I thank you.
And all because of a damn lousy, stinking ricochet?
There, Miss Stewart. Are you happy? You got your revenge.
Oh, I was just bluffing. We never did hear any of that about you.
You've been a liar and taken advantage of it all these years? Wow, that's rather bad.
Yeah, settle down, Josie.
And he's lying about that. He's not what he seems. Maybe Pearl found out about him and had him under her thumb all these years. That's why you never arrested her for all the crimes she was getting away with.
That's plumb crazy.
Speaking of plumb crazy, what about Death Valley? Maybe this whole numbskull behavior is just an act. Maybe he's sly as a fox. Maybe he killed down the most powerful woman in the county.
He's not that good an actor.
You thought Pearl was the cactus trying to steal a gold nugget.
That seems more likely.
No, I wouldn't put it past it. You cactuses are sneaky.
All right. This is getting us nowhere. I'm gonna need help from this fine-looking audience. Maybe y'all can help me figure out who actually did gun down Pearl Bannister.
Paco.
On your table there, you have forms you can fill out. Everybody want to fill out?
Paco.
You want to fill out your forms? Write down who do you think shot Pearl and why.
Yeah, he did it better when he killed a fly.
But I was wondering, does anybody here have any questions for any of these suspects? Not me, I'm not a suspect, I'm a sheriff, and I wouldn't hurt a fly. Ants, on the other hand, are free. Yes, sir.
Where was Paco during the shooting?
I was right here, senor. You eat your
Paco did it.
Shut up.
Paco didn't like me.
Anybody else have any questions for any of these suspects? How would you?
I think it's Paco did it. And I think he did it for you.
I think
you paid him to take care of it.
What makes you think I would do something like that?
I think you would. Because it's a hell of a cover.
Anybody have any questions over here? Any questions over here?
Why did you kill me and my man Morgan's over your brother?
Are you guys Earps?
We are Earps.
Well, you know your brother Joe, how he acted, he was so tough.
We don't know.
Like a cactus.
Like a cactus. He also was a prick. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, ma'am. It's her brothel. So, who do you think shot Pearl then? Was it you?
Oh, I couldn't say. I might have blacked out. My corset was so tight.
Answer the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Who gets Pearl's money now that she's dead?
That is a very good question. There's got to be a reading of the will once we figure out who's the one who shot Pearl. Do we have any other questions? Yes, sir.
Have you had relations with Molly?
Molly's
Sir, a gentleman never talks. We'll talk after the show. Anybody else have any questions?
Can I go to this?
All right, yes, sir.
Me and Molly are tight.
Miss Molly?
But I tell you, I'm a folk collector. It's kind of a personal thing.
Anybody else with any questions? Where are you going? If we have no other questions, one of the suspects will be around your table to collect all your papers. And don't forget, whoever helps me out with this is going to win some prizes.
Someone stole my boards.
You got your number on here? Anyone else have their phones? No, I'll be right back.
Working on it.
I mean, seriously, it takes like 2 seconds.
I didn't do it.
Write down who you thought did
I
it.
didn't do it.
I guess write down who you thought did it.
I would question this one.
Take it out.
I would question her.
I'll look to see
We were right on this. The daughter thing.
All right.
Pearl.
I'll bury the evidence. I guess the margin. That was the substance. We didn't talk about
This might be the only chance we have to accuse your sister. The only time at least you're not going to have to pay for it.
Watching it the whole time.
What's the video say?
I think I know who the killer is. I do think I do.
It was you.
I think so. I think the killer of Pearl Bannister is none other than...
Does anyone want some dessert right now? All right, y'all need to line up and get dessert.
Don't go for the desert.
Recording. We have
Sally.
And Wednesday. And Tuesday. And Wednesday.
Where are you going? I still want you to run the tavern with me.
You still want me to be a partner?
Sure. I know you kind of called me a fool.
Local.
Can't have a thin skin in the Wild West.
I take back all the bad things I ever said about you. Well, almost all.
Can I play banjo?
I expect drinks on the house for Josie and me.
Oh, wait. And my...
Now go hug a cactus.
It's about time. I still got you, honey. Tuesdays, is that what it is? All right. And Wild Bill.
Now,
Wednesdays? Who wants Thursday?
Now, be pretty, Cheryl. I can tell by looking at you. You're as happy as a pig in slop right about now. But I want you to remember, I'm a spoken man for my district petunia right there next to you.
Why? What did you eat for me? What did you draw from me? Oh, now! Drinks on milk!
Well, now. Okay, now, folks. Take it a little easy here now. Okay. And looks like everything worked out for us. And we hope you all enjoyed our little show, because we certainly enjoyed having you here at the Tombstone Tavern. In a minute, our entertainers are going to take a bow for you. And after that, we got a couple of awards and a prize to give away. So everybody line up here.
That was my initial reaction.
This is where you clap.
out. You guys were super detectives. This many of you picked the right person. You all don't get a word though. This many of you were just fools. Alright, so we'll let the awards begin. Our best costume award goes to, drum roll please, somebody. Next time you come on back here, sashay on down. Our best actor award, a drum roll again, please. Goes to the one who said no. And you also get a free appetizer. We have never heard no said with such conviction. Most involved participant, the one who has taken this so seriously, giddy up, Stella Single. Alright, now, the big awards. The Bumbling Detective Award goes to Virgil Earp. Virgil. Okay, Virgil thought Milt did it. And he said, asshole sheriff killed my brother. Now, the best creative solution award goes to Alexander Frank James. There he is over there. Wrote a dissertation. And decided Josephine did it. But very clever, wrong. I want to do it right clever. Here you go. Now, we had many people that knew it was Molly. We only can have one winner, and that winner is Lottie Dino. Oh, wait a minute, drum roll, I'm so sorry. Drum roll! And the reason we picked Lottie Dino is because she said, Molly, no one is that pure.